What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I will be covering Hcmc versus Philip Morris. Before I get started though, if you guys are new to my channel, I'd appreciate if you guys can subscribe. It really helps my channel grow. And if you enjoyed today's video, I also appreciate if you guys like today's video. So to get started, we've been covering Hcmc versus Philip Morris for a while now. People who are watching today's video, I assume, are invested in Hcmc like myself. I did put money in that I was willing to lose just in case that this thing does not go in the favor of Hcmc. Then I see it going back to zero. And so I played with money I was willing to lose, but I put enough in that if this thing does go in favor of Hcmc, I will make a quick buck off of it. And I know lots of people are out there might have put a bit too much, maybe a bit too confident. They were expecting a settlement maybe a few weeks ago. That did not happen, and so now it became a waiting game for lots of us of when we will find out what's going to happen next. And could this thing go for a year, a 2 year? What could we all expect? And that's right now the unknown with this case, because we can all speculate and say 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, end of this year, but it could also go into next year. And I'm willing to wait and just hold on to Hcmc because I have confidence in the company doing well financially long term. Maybe in 2-3 years they'll start to see some very good numbers in sales and see some nice revenue come on in for them. Today I will be covering Hcmc like I said before, and I want to give a quick shout out to TTrader1976 because it did a great analysis here that I wanted to cover briefly. So the PM Bombshell. PM does not have a patent for their IQOS device in the USA, but on April 30th, 2019, the FDA gave PM approval to sell their IQOS device in the USA because it presented that the device does not go above 350 degrees Celsius. So keep that in mind, folks. They do have patents in Europe and also in Japan. And moving on next, he lists some facts here. Again, you're welcome to check out his Twitter page and go through this whole thing yourself, but I'll touch on the most important parts of it to save you guys time. Going forward, so we see pyrolysis is a key thing that I want you guys to keep in mind here as we go through more information regarding this, okay? So the next thing here that's covered here, he talks about, just go through the EU patent, Japanese patent, and the USA application for patent, and do a quick search for pyrolysis, and you'll find zero mention of it in over 1,000 pages. And this is because PM wants to claim that its device has zero combustion. So if Hcmc, okay, can prove that Philip Morris the IQOS has even partial combustion, that's very good for Hcmc because Hcmc's patent is for partial combustion. So Hcmc is fully transparent, knew they could never follow for zero combustion because of pyrolysis. And if they find out that Philip Morris does have even partial, then it's huge for Hcmc long term. And it goes on to say the FDA doc is important because PM was able to convince the FDA that IQOS only reaches 350 degrees Celsius, which is 120 degrees less than where cigarettes begin to burn. FDA bought it, okay? So the FDA does not have the power to grant product ownership. Their only role is to make sure the product is safe to use for the general public. All right, so keep that in mind, folks. On stock twits now. I wanted to point this out to you guys. There's now over 80,000 people watching Hcmc. And when I started talking about Hcmc on my channel, we were at 60,000, then hit 70,000, now we're at 80,000 people following this thing. I was fortunate enough to get in early on Hcmc. Let me know below again who's in Hcmc, long term, short term. Will you guys continue to buy Hcmc in the near future? Or are you guys just going to hold what you have and see what happens? I personally, again, am holding this thing until we get a final word of what's going to happen, whether it takes a year or 2 years or 6 months. And also another good reading here on Reddit. Someone did a pretty cool summary of what's taking place by date. So April 30th, 2019, FDA approves IQOS device. And then August 19th, it hits Europe. And then we see it just continuing to go from there. And I was wondering, I'm going to skip all that. And listen, shout out to JAYM3RKTV Reddit. If you want to read this thing, feel free to check it out. The summary that I wanted to go over here is PM's patent is for a product that stays below 350 degrees and has zero combustion. Hcmc's patent is for partial. So if they can prove Philip Morris has partial combustion, then it's very good for Hcmc. It's an easy way, in my opinion, for them to win this. And also, one more thing I wanted to point out here is that some buybacks are coming in, okay? So you're allowed to buy buybacks at a rate of 25% of your daily volume without announcing. And Hcmc has been having these big after-hour block trades. And the block trades average at 500 million a day. And the daily volume is just over 2 billion. So is this a coincidence that Hcmc is doing this? Could be something. Maybe they're very confident of them winning this case. That's why they're doing this. So again, we'll take this week by week and just wait for news to come out. I know tomorrow we'll get some news, and let's see what kind of news we get. I don't think it'll be anything big, but any news is good news most of the time. This is my coverage of Hcmc for today. If you guys enjoyed today's video, I'd appreciate it if you guys subscribe, like today's video, comment down below what you guys think and who's in it for the long term, just like me. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.